everyone. Hope you all are staying safe at home. Today we are going to talk on a very important topic. Difference between CBSE, ICSE, IGCSE and IB boards. Which board is best for your child and how to decide this? What are the advantages and disadvantages of each board over the other? And a lot of your queries will be answered by the end of this video. And if still there's anything which I miss on covering, please feel free to ask in the comment section right below. I'll be happy to answer your queries. The answer to all these questions is, what is our goal in life? What do we wish to really become? Choosing the right board and school is a path to achieve this goal better, isn't it? So let's begin. We all know CBSE stands for Central Board of Secondary Education, which is a national level board of education in India for public and private schools, controlled and managed by the Union Government of India. CBSE board is a student-friendly curriculum. It's well designed and beautifully structured. And whichever city you are in, it is so easy to find a CBSE school around your location. Even the textbooks used are the same all across the cities. And to conclude, it's a very flexible and economical board. A parent who knows that we shift cities due to the nature of their work, it's easy to stick with this board. Many universities and college options are available after 10th to pursue any professional course a student desires. The portion is not as vast as ICSE, but CBSE gives a very fair understanding of concepts. Now, I will move on to a very important board, ICSE, Indian Certificate of Secondary Education. ICSE examination is conducted by CISCE, which stands for Council for Indian School Certificate Examination. It is also a nationally and globally recognized board. It has rich, balanced and wholesome content. While it is said that a CBSE education focuses more on math and science with a greater goal to enable students for various entrance examinations, and ICSE education does that and much more. Besides focusing on concepts in math and science, ICSE also offers an equal weightage to languages, arts and humanities. Content is vast and requires good dedication and commitment from a child. After completion of 10th grade, Indian students have a lot of universities and college options to study their 11th and 12th from, just like any CBSE board student. Students have to give their entrance exams after 12 and opt for the desired professional courses in India or abroad. So while both CBSE and ICSE boards have their strengths, the gap according to me is the holistic development, soft skills training and practical and application oriented approach towards studies, which is missing big time sadly with most of the CBSE and ICSE schools. Though a few schools are trying their best to do justice to the above important aspects by including the best of the facilities in the school campus, which helps in improving kids' overall development and help them get ready to face the world. Now, students, we come to my personal favorite board, which is IGCSE. Why is this board my favorite? And why I like it so much? I have valid reasons for the same. You may have a different point of view, but today I'll just take this opportunity to share my views on this. IGCSE stands for International General Certification of Secondary Education, Cambridge Board or UK Board. This board helps kids to think out of the box and have logical reasoning to every answer they have. It has more application-oriented approach towards studies rather than learning concepts without understanding them at all. The content and curriculum is designed beautifully. Academic content is balanced and systematic, has many good textbooks to refer to, and they are all suggested by Cambridge Board. Students has reference books to study but does not totally rely on one single book to study a particular subject and its concepts. So this can be done by solving application-oriented worksheets, past papers, and much more. making sure that they are well prepared on that topic. There are more than 70 subjects to choose from, and hence there's a lot of flexibility to choose them wisely per student's interest and career. It is very important to choose a good IGCSE school though, and we are blessed to have so many good options in today's time. Remember, it's the school which is the most important aspect to decide or fare well in IGCSE. Because it's the school, the teachers, the environment in which a child will learn IGCSE will make the experience beautiful and interesting and worth their efforts at the end of the course. IGCSE motivates and encourages each child to do well in their studies by grading them instead of sharing scores for each subject. This helps a student to work on their area of improvement with much ease and comfort. This board helps in creating a global citizen who is understanding the concepts rather than rote learning it. There is full justice to holistic development of a child with a good IGCSE or an IB school. You can easily make out a difference between a CBSE, ICSE passed out kid or an IB passed out kid. They are confident enough to go for an interview at any given point of time and share their thoughts with a group of people confidently. Most important benefit is they have 3 different months to choose their 10th grade examinations. They can appear in Feb-March, May-June or October-November. Students can choose minimum 5 subjects in 10th and maximum 10 to 11 subjects depending upon their interest. They can do so many subjects by appearing for exams for few in October, few in February, few in May, June, or all at one go. It's their choice. It's very flexible. This is how flexible an IGCSE board is and hence makes students' life easier and helps them know their subject well and enjoy their studies. They enjoy the process of learning rather than just finishing a grade. IG is the board which understands that these are Indian students who are opting for this board and may want to shift to a different board after 10th. Hence, they introduce this Feb-March exam option, which is missing in the IB board currently. They have May-June option. After 10th, IGCSE kids generally opt for IBDP or ASA levels for completing their 11th and 12th schooling. We will discuss more on IBDP and A-level program in our next video. Now, let us discuss more on IB board. It comes out of IB organization which is based out of Geneva. IB has 3 levels of programs: primary years program, PYP, middle years program, MYP, IB diploma program, 11th and 12th. These programs are very different to each other, but they follow a very common IB philosophy, and this IB philosophy is a baccalaureate philosophy, which is the philosophy where you do a bit of every subject. You get an all-round certification. You do not specialize only in a particular stream. You might put more emphasis on some streams, but you don't do only that particular stream. The PYP is a very popular one. The primary years program I'm talking about is very well laid, good structure. It helps kids learn a whole variety of things, and what's interesting is they have a formal way of including all the things you might want to do with the child in the early school age. Now, many other systems which are out there for primary years focus on academics separately and play separately, and they focus on interdisciplinary areas only in middle school. Now, the problem with middle year program in my view is it doesn't have the proper certificate at the end of it. This means at the end of class 10 in India, you get a piece of paper from IB, but it's not recognized as a certificate in comparison the value that an IG or a CBSE certification holds. Now, IB might differ on this, but this is an interpretation that is clearly out there. Yes, they are changing. At one time, they had no certification at all. They now have some formal certification, and now they are moving to more robust certification, but they have not reached there yet. MYP is a kind of fit between PYP and the diploma program, and in my view, it's not as sound as the other programs out there. So what many schools do across India in particular is that for the middle year and even going down to the primary, they move to CIE, which is Cambridge examination. So it's very common for a school to do PYP, then IGCSE for class 9th and 10th, and then IB diploma for 11th and 12th. And this works seamlessly and beautifully for kids, as it takes the best from both the boards, IB and IGCSE. In addition, CIE has introduced global perspectives in 9th and 10th, as well as 11th and 12th level. It's such a good program that even pure IB schools across the world and even in India are offering global perspectives from CIE. So in my opinion, parents, we should choose a school which is either pure IG or is a mix of both IB and IG. Because the mix balances it beautifully. Hope this video helps you all and you are able to find the right board for your child. Stay tuned for our next video. It's going to be very interesting and helpful. Difference between IB and A levels. Thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed day.